that in the camera, but a hawk just took off from that tree and flying around over in there. I hope you guys are enjoying the bumpy ride. I know I am. I know Jazzi is. Sorry about the road noise, but that's part of the experience. I'm filming with my regular camera, not my iPhone, so I have no way of muffling the sound. But like I said, it's all part of the experience. Yeah, I hope I caught that on film, another hawk. I suppose most people would consider this some kind of a forest road that takes you to nowhere, but it's actually the regular road that brings you down in here. They do not maintain it in the wintertime. It is a snowmobile road and a four-wheeler road, although when we had our camp down here, they hassled us if we had our four-wheelers out. If I would have turned right instead of left at that corner, I would have taken you right over to our camp. But I want to stop up here because this was my favorite little fishing stream back in the day. This is where I learned to fish, where I caught my first little trout. Now it is only open to fishing for the kids and the disabled, which is all right with me because it is fairly easy to get into. But it's so picturesque down in here that I have to stop whenever I'm here. My favorite place, and so close to our camp. Spent a lot of time here. And just so you know, any of the trout that we caught here, they all got to go free because I'm not a trout eater. So these signs were not in place back in the day, but now that they have done their little home improvements and whatnot. Fishing restricted to children only, but I do think they also open it up to the disabled. Well, let's take a walk. Go ahead, go swim. Oh, is this fun? Oh, back up here. Oh, what fun. Get in there and go swim. Go ahead, go swim. So I'm not sure if I was recording when I came down through here, walking down through to bring her to the deeper hole. But this little corner right here, this is where I caught my first fish, my very first trout. And I'm sure I can find the old picture of my first catch. That was probably 1993. A few years back, just a couple. There's my car up there, and there's squirrel trees all around. She's more interested now in the squirrels. Mother Nature has a way of rerouting the waters. Of course, this floods every year. But it comes down in through here and carries all kinds of debris and moves the rocks. And if you're going to find a good fossil, you're more likely to find it probably in the dry beds like this. I'll go down and look in there. But I always got to go look at the stream side first because they're so much easier to find when they're wet. Wow, that's a good size hole they have there. Well, here's a decent specimen. They're always fun to find. Well, I think I've had enough of battling the bugs. And we're right here close to the car, so I think it's time for us to load up and go to our next spot. I'm sure Jazzi will find trees there to find squirrels. But it certainly is a beautiful spot. This spot will always hold a special place in my heart. There was a sign back there that I missed filming that says roadways subject to flooding. And it most certainly is. We came into camp one weekend, and by the time we were getting ready to leave, we couldn't get out this way because it had flooded. So we had to go out the other way, and it was a little treacherous. Snow-covered roads that were not plowed all winter long. Made for some tricky driving. My husband handled it well, though. He got us out of there. He had to stop at a few high points just to catch his breath. I don't know why we couldn't have just stayed at the cabin. You know, we could have stayed there, been stranded. Had plenty of food, had plenty of heat. I mean, so what if we had to go to work the next day? I could have called off. but he wouldn't allow that to happen. Sometimes he could be a real drag. So we never did get stranded in there. That was the closest we'd ever come to it. But there had been times afterwards that, with the ice that formed after it had flooded. And there's a sign up here, right here on the left, that halfway up that square sign is where the ice was at. So we just came from that way, and we're going to head on down this way because that's where our camp was at. If I can, I'll stop and get a snapshot of it, or even try to get it on film from down on the road. That's the first vehicle I've seen other than the state boys. But look how beautiful this is. I gotta stop and get a picture. I can just see the cabin through the trees up there. Looks like it's in pretty bad disrepair still. If John were with me, we'd be driving up there, but I never felt comfortable doing that, but I understood his desire to want to. I think I've got a better view of it down here. This was another one of our favorite fishing spots. We would walk up here and go down this little path, get down on the rocks, and just enjoy a day of fishing, splashing around in the water. I might just let Jazzi out to do that. It doesn't look like it's too hard to get down there for me, so I'll give that a try. look up here on the hillside and see these tremendous rocks. How would you like to have those in your front yard? I'm gonna pull in up here at the Bear Run parking lot. It's just a little thing, but it's where a lot of people would pull in to go fishing during trout season. Great little spot. Nice natural looking area. No camping here, no off-road vehicles, but that's okay because I'm just gonna stop here and enjoy a little bit of time and probably get something to eat. I've packed a little lunch for me and my girl, and it's late enough that I'm getting hungry, and I'm sure she is too.